All right. Let's dive into the latest happenings in the bodybuilding world, starting with our man, Behzad Tabani. If you follow him on social media, you've probably seen his recent chest day workouts. And let me tell you, this guy is leveling up. Just check out that pump. His shoulders, they're almost as big as a basketball. No joke. The blood flow to his upper body is insane. His genetics are just off the charts, especially in his arms and shoulders. He's easily one of the top contenders in Pro League. It would be a real shame if he doesn't make it to the Olympia this year. His coach was right to point out his incredible shoulder width. It's like he's got the shoulders of Kevin Levrone. Some people even joke that you could take a taxi from one shoulder to the other. And let's talk about his chest. It's full, and his skin looks incredibly healthy and vibrant, which is a great sign of overall health. Good news for bodybuilding fans, get ready. We've got a huge showdown coming up in Italy. Hunter LABRADA, the absolute unit, is just a few days away from stepping on stage at the Italy Pro and trying to secure his Olympia qualification. We've been starved for some serious bodybuilding action lately, but boy, are we in for a treat. Not only do we have the Italy Pro, but the British Grand Prix is also right around the corner. These are the last chances for athletes to qualify for the Open Olympia division. That means we're about to see two more names added to the already stacked Olympia lineup. Hunter's been dropping some insane updates on his physique. He's looking massive, but we'll have to wait and see how he presents on stage. This is Hunter's first international competition, so it'll be interesting to see how he handles the new environment. Now here's something that's got everyone talking. Robbie Robinson. Despite all the hype surrounding his potential return to the stage in Italy, his name isn't on the competitor list. Chris Cormier even confirmed that Robbie won't be competing in Italy. It seems like he's saving all his energy for the British Grand Prix, the final Olympia qualifier. I have a feeling he's avoiding a direct clash with Hunter, wanting to step on stage where he has the best chance of winning and securing his Olympia spot. But hey, who knows? Maybe Hunter will crush it in Italy and Robbie will decide to come out swinging in the UK anyway. So, with Robbie out of the picture for Italy, who's Hunter's biggest threat? Andrea Presti, the Italian stallion. Competing on home turf, he's sure to be in peak condition. But can he match Hunter's size and conditioning? It's tough to say, but I'm not convinced he can keep up. Check out this comparison shot of Andrea from the 2021 and 2023 Olympias. You can clearly see the progress he's made. He's gotten bigger and denser. Let's see what he brings to the table this year. So, there you have it, folks. The Italy Pro is shaping up to be one of the most exciting contests of the year. Who do you think is going to take home the trophy? Let's talk about one of the latest bodybuilding engaging news. Yes, we'll be talking about the recent podcast with Milos Sarcev, Dennis James, and Chris Cormier. One of the biggest talking points from the podcast was about Robbie Robinson potentially competing in Italy. Chris Cormier mentioned hearing this rumor, but we haven't seen any official confirmation from Robbie or any competition listings. So, take that one with a grain of salt. Let's get into the juicy stuff. Their predictions for the top 6 at this year's Olympia. Milos Sarcev dropped a bombshell when he placed Derek Lunsford in 4th place and completely left out Nick Walker. I mean, come on. Nick Walker was 3rd last year. How can you just drop him from the top 6? Milos has always had a specific aesthetic that he prefers. He seems to prioritize symmetry and beauty over sheer mass. It's clear that he's not the biggest fan of Nick Walker's physique. He thinks guys like Samson Dauda, Andrew Jacked, BEHROUZ Tabani, and Hadi CHOOPAN will easily outshine Derek in a head-to-head. He pointed out that Derek's front muscles hasn't improved as much as we'd expect over the years. Despite Derek's impressive rear lat spread, Milo believes that his front pose's development might be holding him back. Chris Cormier's predictions were a bit more conventional. He seemed to have a more balanced approach compared to Milos. It'll be interesting to see how their predictions stack up against the actual results. What do you guys think of these predictions? Do you agree with Milos and Chris? Let me know in the comments below. Dennis James's predictions. He's caused quite a stir by not including BEHROUZ in his top 6. According to Dennis, he doesn't think BEHROUZ is going to be able to secure a visa this year. That's a huge blow for BEHROUZ fans. And what about Drake? Well, Milo had him at number 4, but Dennis sees things a bit differently. He's really impressed with Drake's growth this year, especially when you look at him from the back. Dennis thinks Drake is still young and has plenty of time to work on his front-facing poses. But he's confident that Drake is going to absolutely destroy Samson in their upcoming match. We've got a major update in the bodybuilding world. Just yesterday, we got a sneak peek at Derek Lunsford's training session with Hani Rambod, right before CHOOPAN touched down in the US. And let me tell you, this is one workout you don't want to miss. So, what's going on here? Well, Lunsford is clearly in the zone, focusing on shoulder day and, of course, some intense posing practice. And remember, we're talking about FST7 here. If you've been following along, you know I'm a big fan of this training method. It's the latest and greatest from the reigning Mr Oympia. Now, take a look at Lunsford's condition. 6 weeks out from the Olympia, he's looking leaner and meaner than ever. But don't get me wrong, he's still got a lot of work to do before he steps on stage. And let's not forget about Nick Walker. He's also looking sharp, so this year's Olympia is shaping up to be one for the ages. Hani Rambod is the coach for both Lunsford and CHOOPAN. On paper, these two are neck and neck. It's going to be a battle for the top spot. But who will come out on top? We'll have to wait and see. Okay, here's something really interesting. Check out these 2 photos. They were taken just a couple of days apart. What do you think? Does Lunsford have a chance of beating CHOOPAN in the most muscular pose? This is a game changer, folks. It's going to be a close one. Time to talk about Samson Duda. This guy is absolutely crushing it right now over in the UK. As you probably know, he's been making some serious waves in the bodybuilding world. Remember when he fired his coach? Well, that was a big move. And don't forget his crazy busy year last year. Duda competed in 4 massive shows: Romania Muscle Fest, which he won, the Prague Pro, another win, the Arnold Classic Ohio, where he placed 2nd, and then the Arnold Classic UK, that he ended up 2nd.
I mean, have you seen his recent updates? The guy is absolutely transformed. And while we all know about those filters and a little bit of editing, his training videos speak for themselves. He's definitely made some major improvements. Duda wants to finish higher than 3rd place this year. Remember, he came in 3rd at last year's Mr Oympia. And after parting ways with Milo, he made a bold move by having his wife as his coach. They worked together for a couple of weeks, and man, did he make some serious gains. So, what do you guys think? Can Samson Duda climb even higher on the podium this year? Oh, and check out his latest update. He's been focusing on his legs. Look at those quads and hams. Thanks for watching. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to like and comment. See you next time.